So here we go on another clear but windy and cold morning. It was blowing last night, but it's not like Kansas where it just shakes your tent to pieces. The trees actually protect you a little bit. So the tent flopped back and forth and hit me in the head quite a bit last night, but other than that, I wasn't trying to rip it out of the ground or lay it flat on me, even though we were getting like 30-mile-an-hour winds up here. So I'll be ready to get some protection here shortly, or I'm gonna have to put on some gloves because it's cold. So we came down the shadow side of Chocoa Bald, and it was chilly. Starting to hit some sunlight now. My fingers are starting to feel somewhat normal again. They're still a little cold. But we're following this ridge line down. I got some nice greenery. The rocks are changing up a little bit, so having to figure out stepping on those. And yeah, other than that, sinuses are still plugged up. I got a little more hearing in my right ear, but it's all crusted up from all the liquid that drained out of it. I don't think I've ever had that much liquid drain out of my ear before. But it keeps popping and opening up, so I'll hear for a little bit and then it'll close back up and feel like I got earmuffs on. So just making our way down today. It looks like don't have a lot of climbing right off the start anyway, so but this is pretty steep. I better use my trekking poles to get down this so I don't slide on my butt. This is so dark in here. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Sun's been up for a couple hours. But you hit areas like this that are on the shadowy side of the mountain, and it stays dark forever. So a hiker that was staying about 1.5 miles behind us came by this morning while we were finishing packing up camp, and he said down at the shelter in a gap it got down to 24 degrees last night. Where we were camping up on a bald, it only got down to like 36. I think that's because of the time that the sun hits the top of the bald. It's one of the first places to get sun and the last place to see the sun before it goes down. So I think with that, maybe it stays warmer longer on top of the bald, but I could be wrong about that. It might just be the walking tamale, but Money may have got his trail legs. He took off and he is gone. So I'm back here a ways behind today. We're going down there. Eye level. This is pretty cool. And now for Taco's tip of the day. If somebody is coming up the trail and you are going down, you let the person going up the trail continue through. When you do, you put your backside against the cliff so that your backpack is extruding towards the cliff. Don't stand on the outside edge of the trail. Your backpack could cause you to tumble over and go down the hill, or the critical edge of the trail is what holds the trail together, so you don't want to stand on that part. So, if that makes any sense, that was Taco's tip of the day. Road construction and stuff?
No, walking along a road.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, maybe later in the trail. We are on another one of these steep climbs to ridgeline. This is about eye level right here. Can't quite reach out and touch it, so it's not steep. But the old calves, they're burning. So apparently they call this Jacob's Ladder. I looked up at the bottom and thought maybe it was. And then couldn't find any information on it on the internet, but I passed a couple guys going the opposite direction that said it was, so guess I'm in for a climb today. I was barely at the start of this thing when I started recording. We're getting up there. It's taking away my breath. Pretty awesome stuff. So I hope we have most of the climbing out of the way today. I don't know how much more I have in me. Throat's still a little sore. My ears are still a little plugged, but I feel like I'm on the back end of this thing. I felt pretty strong all day. Like I can keep going, so that's good. I just wanted to mention here in the next couple days will be the last of my videos for a while. Once we hit the Smoky Mountains, I doubt I have too much service to push videos through, so there may be a slight delay for a few days without any videos. And then once I get on the other side, I'll start pushing them out again. A little late afternoon fun. It's really smoky out today. Don't have many views, but I bet this would be a pretty awesome walk when it wasn't quite so smoky. Just like a nice place to have a sit. So we will be rolling into Cody Gap here at about 0.8 miles. I am looking forward to some spam and mashed potatoes. Oh yeah. Been a pretty good day. I think we're be somewhere around 12 miles. Got Jacob's Ladder done. And the climb out of, I think it was Cody Gap. Just a really good day, I think. We did take a long break for lunch. Breakfast, lunch, something in there, but it was needed, so we've been pushing the rest of the day here and feel pretty good. Tomorrow we're rolling to Fontana Dam and get our little resupply, stay the night, and back out the next day to hit the Smokies. That's the plan.